On this day, October 9th, 1781, we commemorate the birth of Dionisio de Herrera. Born October 9, 1781, and died on June 13, 1897. Dionisio de Herrera was considered one of the most important and influential politicians in the political history of Honduras. He was a lawyer and political representative of liberalism, author of the Act of Independence of Honduras, who despite the passing of the years is still in the memory of Hondurans, being remembered as one of the most enlightened Central Americans. Dionisio de Herrera was born on October 9, 1781 in Choluteca, Honduras. His father was Don Juan Jacinto Herrera, provisional mayor of the town of Choluteca, and his mother Paula Díaz del Valle. At the end of his high school studies, Dionisio entered the University of San Carlos in Guatemala, where he managed to finish his career as a lawyer. It is at this stage when Dionisio begins to join and identify with the liberal ideas of the French Revolution. At the end of his higher studies, Dionisio returned to Honduras and entered the secretary of the City Council of Tegucigalpa, while at the same time he organized and established his own personal library, considered one of the most complete for the time, which had mainly works in French, through which he propagated liberal ideas. Dionisio de Herrera, in addition to being considered a historical figure for Honduran politics, is also listed as a defender of public freedoms. His formal passage through politics began on August 7, 1820, when he was elected as the secretary of the City Council, and the following year, 1821, he was appointed alternate deputy in the Cortes for the acceptance of the Constitution of Cádiz. A painful episode that Dionisio experienced was when the library he had created had been totally burned by a group of opponents of his ideas who considered that the library contained only heretic books. During that same year, Dionisio also married Micaela Quezada Borjas, with whom he had 9 children. In 1838, Dionisio Herrera decided to retire from public life to devote himself to literature and teaching. In 1850, he moved to El Salvador with his family, where he died on June 13, 1897. Dionisio Herrera is one of the most honored characters in Honduras, for which he was decorated with the Dionysian Order of Herrera. This was a day in the history of Honduras.